Epic Gamers video. You guys love me to talk about the raids coming, so that's what we are doing right here. So actually, before I do this, I need to give a big PSA. Very important. They went back with the Ninja Trial coin missions. Not coin, but pearl missions. So if you do all of the daily trials, you get 4 pearls in total. 2 from here, 1 from playing 3 missions in multiplayer, and then 1 from just playing raid. So you gotta do these every day, 4 pearls. I'm gonna actually make a full video just about this True Blood, because if I just make a video titling it, to get more pearls and stuff like that, it's gonna create more awareness about it than just putting it in here. But I just wanted to make sure, because this video is gonna come out way earlier than that one, make sure to do these, okay? 4 pearls every day is a big deal. At the end of the day, it is gonna be a big deal. That's what? 120 pearls per month? So yeah, that's a big deal. 120 pearls per month just from dailies. Don't miss them. Just don't miss them, okay? So going back to our usual schedule, let's talk about what things you should farm this week. So let me actually talk about first about this. Impact, the 4th Great Ninja War begins. We have no clue what that is. Just no clue at all. The only thing we know is that if you click on it, it doesn't say anything, but if you click on the notice thing, it says that you farm some stuff, and it don't say for what. Let me actually bring it up real quick. So you farm a Ninja Alliance headbands, which again, it doesn't say for what, but we have the idea maybe that you trade it either for this Shisui, that I'm thinking it's actually a guidance story, but it could be for the headband, or from these Shikamaru and Lee, because we don't know really if it is. I'm not going to talk about them, but once we get the news about it, I will. I'm just going to talk about the raids, right? The raids that are up, and what stuff we should farm. So let's talk about first, Obito is the first raid in here, so we're talking about him first. I'm actually going to switch to Scene, because it's easier for me, because it's on Twitter. So opening the images is easier. So Obito is a must to farm. He is probably the best free-to-play unit, I dare say. One of the best free-to-play units in the game. So let's talk about him. So this is the Awakened version? Okay, this is the unawakened version. On PvE, he's gonna be having, of course, these stats, which are pretty good. 30% chance of resetting, 200 healing, 15% across the board damage reduction, and an extra chance of critting, body attack boost, body skill damage reduction, I'm sorry. Normal Jutsu removes perfect dodge for 1 in range, ignores substitution 4.2 towards them, 70% chance of Jutsu ceiling, and ultimate removes perfect dodge and barrier for all, 7.5 towards them. Alternatively, what you can do, if you think, oh, he doesn't do enough damage for me, what you can do, you can awaken him and use the awakened version on PvE. Technically, the awakened version is meant for PvP, but here's the thing. He heals for 400 and has 30% across the board damage reduction. Think Blazing Festival Nagato. The whole thing about Blazing Festival Nagato was that he had 30% damage reduction. This free-to-play unit has the 30% damage reduction, has 10% chance of getting a chakra and hit, and heals for 4 turns? Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, just saying. And then same thing about the Food and Body. The only thing that he's not gonna do when he's awakened on PvE is damage. Like, he's just not gonna do damage, but at that, like, you have to choose, right? Either you do damage, or you're tanking and healing like a complete maniac. So yeah, that's pretty good. And of course for PvP, because these units are kind of meant to be used on PvP, he's a tank, 50k health, and so like he kind of looks like Ashura, but here's the thing. This man has 50k health, and he has 30% damage reduction, and when he's hit, he can get a chakra. Body damage reduction for PvP, hello, that's pretty good. Normal jutsu is a 4 and 8, so he's not like those trash units that are like 5 and 10, and you can't, you have to use them like in the second lane if you want to use their jutsu. No, you can put him behind someone, switch them, and use his normal jutsu. 4.5 towards all, 80% chance of speed reduction, and rolls them back in the speed gauge slightly. I forgot what's the range on him. Let me check it real quick just to say how good the range is, how good the ninjutsu is going to be because of the range, right? So his range, I hate Twitter videos by the way, this is the ultimate from the PvE version, doesn't really matter, but I want to see the range of the normal jutsu for PvP, of course. Okay, so this is the range. It's AoE. Oh man, there are a lot of maps where I can see this being really good, and a lot of them I can see this being really bad. Actually, for most like PvP competitive like Kage League maps, I think this is a good hitbox. I'm thinking like maybe just the ones that I'm thinking in my head are good, but yeah, I think it's a good hitbox for most PvP maps. So you can very much have use of him. I think he's gonna be a formidable free-to-play option for PvP. Maybe not the best necessarily, but again, just a formidable option that you can just bring. Ultimate doesn't matter because you're never getting an ultimate. He's pretty slow, but again, 50k health, 30% damage reduction. Yeah, that boy is strong. There's one thing that you can have a lot of issues with is if you're facing a the new Blazing Festival Sasuke, because he ignores damage reduction, but other than that, you use Slaying. So going back here, now we can actually use the wiki. So next up on the list is Killing Sasuke. PvE wise, he's really bad. He's just as, I mean, actually he's not that horrible. 20% damage reduction across the board, but then the jutsus are awful. The real deal about Killing Sasuke is his PvP, of course, right? He is the literal definition of, why do I have to face him again? Because it's a free-to-play unit, everyone uses him, and he has 90% chance of mobilization for 2 turns, which is why he's so good. If you don't have him, it pains me to say, but yeah, you should get him. Like, what can I say? Like, he's just good. He's just good. If you already have one, please do not get a second one. If you don't have any, okay, just go for one. But if you already have him, don't. Moving on. Moving on into Kisame, we have Big Boy Kisame here. He is one of the best free-to-play in the game, maybe the best one. I'm always in between Kisame and Ashura, but 400 healing, 10% damage reduction, chance of resetting, chance of dodging, ultimate reduces attack, which, you know, I'm a big fan of. If you ever watched me, you should know that. 3 and 6, so you can spam that attack weakening. Really good. He's just really good on PvE. He's just insane. PvP wise, he's not too strong. Like, he's, what does he even do? He's kind of speedy, but he has like really poor HP. Like, healing on PvP is not that amazing. His jutsu is bad. Like, and the ultimate, he's just not good on PvP. If you want to use him for PvP, just don't. But PvE wise, again, he's a beast. He's a tailed beast. Haha. So moving on, we have Obito, the boy Obito. PvE wise, he is really good. 300 healing if you sync with Wisdom, 250 healing, so that's really good. 30% chance of dodging, can't go wrong. And also you have health ceiling, which can be very helpful for the not wisdom, but the Obito raid, because in the last map, not only he doesn't take damage from any other element other than wisdom and body, but, wisdom and skill, but he heals. So you got this big boy Obito right here, which now I'm thinking about it. I just thought about this. I should go use Obito on my main team because he has 70% chance of health recovery ceiling for 5 turns on his ultimate, and he's also doing damage anyways. So and he's healing, right? And he's healing, so he can be a very, again, formidable option for the Obito raid that is active right now, and it's going to be active for the next week as well. So he's a must farm. PvP wise, he's also really good. as soon as it wants to load, please, game. Not game, internet. Thank you, please. He's really good. He's quite speedy because, of course, the ability of increasing that speed right here. He has dodge, and also he cannot be knocked back, which a lot of times can be helpful. And his normal jutsu reduces chakra by 1. He's a really good option, actually. He's a really good PvP free-to-play option. And again, I think everyone should have him. Maybe 2 of him. I only have 1 copy. I'm gonna get a second one for PvP, so it's really good. Moving on, we have Emergency Mission Zabuza, which actually is a cool unit if you really need like a heart tank for like heart missions in specific. Like if you want to make a heart objective in a heart mission, Zabuza can be really helpful, having 50% damage reduction. So I would say for like newer players, he can be very helpful for those specific objectives, right? Like in your heart team, you're just struggling with a heart raid to get the 3 pearls. And he can be helpful, so I think he's a very good option for new players. Also, that's it. Kakuzu is pretty good. His normal jutsu immobilizes, actually has a 40% chance, and the ultimate like has health recovery ceiling, immobilization, and slip damage. That's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good for an emergency mission. So I would say, and also on his A rank, I don't know if they still do it, but when he released at least, he would get 5 luck. Per time you actually get a drop of him on the A rank, I'm sorry. So he's worth farming. He's very much worth farming. And then we have Rock Lee, which goes under 28. So if you're struggling for some under 20 objectives, which honestly nowadays you shouldn't. We have a lot of good under 28 free-to-play options, but here's another one. So I would suggest getting him just because of that. Other than being under 28, he doesn't have much. 6 and 12, not that great. Both single target, but again, for under 28 free-to-play options, he's really good. Moving on to the shop. Again, as I said, there's probably going to be another thing here in the shop list thing for those farmable stuff from that mission that we don't know about. But while we don't have that, I'm only talking about the ones we have. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I forgot about one emergency mission because we don't have him yet on Global, but he's coming this week, so it's technically still an Epic Gamers for this week, right? Which is Hiruzen. I forgot about him. Again, he's not here in the Global version, but he's coming this week. So Hiruzen is an emergency mission. I don't recall if he drops. No, he drops a 1 luck. He's a really good unit. Borderline, he does good damage for every single element, so if you need help on Ninja Road, he can be very helpful. And then he also does have attack weakening on ultimate, which, as I said, is really good. So again, he is a very good option for free-to-play, and I do think you should farm him. Moving on to Tenten, she's aight. That's pretty much it. She's aight. I mean, she's aight. She's okay. She's nice, really good. I think you should get a 6-star copy maxed out, and then work on a 5-star copy maxed out so she goes under 28. As I said, there are a lot of good free-to-play options for under 28, and Shizune is one of them. And then we have PvP Ashura to finish it off. He's really bad. Don't even think about it. Get your speed pills. Get the speed pills first. Thank you guys for watching. One more iteration of the Epic Gamers Must Farm video. Yeah, good luck on your farms, and good luck on the I always say wisdom. Good luck on the Obito raid, because it's really difficult. So yeah, good luck everyone.